Servus a vítejte. Asi jdeme na to, vole, nic mě napadlo a chci hrát, takže omlouvám se, ale vlítneme teda, zkusíme se podívat na zlatou stezku, anebo do té školy. Tak. Víš co, pokud jsem si s touhletou. Jo, jasný, vole, hovno, keci, píčoviny, vole. Tak. Takže jdeme na zlatou stezku. Do té školy půjdu až později. Jo, počkat. Do prčic. Tady si musíme přečíst průvodce císařským městem. Vítej, poutníče, bla, 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 prozkoumej císařské město. Super, díky. Tak, zase příště. Počkat, jak jsem na tom? Jak jsem na tom s... Jo. No. No, 3000, to by šlo. To by šlo. Takže, co seš ty zač?
I like watching the fights at the arena, but only when the good fighters are there.
Jo, počkat, já jsem prošel arénou. Měšťanka, tady to je do nekropolis nejspíš, tady to jsou nějaký samý měšťani. Takže ty, počkat, co seš ty zač? Žebrák.
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
Jo, pár budu mít asi nejspíš.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
Co?
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
No, asi je sežeň, vole.
Of course, I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me, or even waft its way close.
Super, ty vole.
How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say.
Aha, tak jako...
I am afraid I cannot do that. That would be trade, and I simply will not sully my beautifully soft hands with such. I will tell you for free, however.
Tak jo, no.
I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound.
No, aha.
Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom.
No tak proč to
One
dělá?
must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
Není tvůj táta náhodou ten loupežník a neřekl ti náhodou na smrtelný posteli: hlavně, chlapče, nepracuj.
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes.
No tak, ale víš co?
I thank you. It's not easy for one such as I. I have it far more difficult than the impoverished beggars of this city.
Ty vole.
Farewell.
Tak jo. Aha, tak to bylo nejspíš, počkat, tady si dáme mapu. Ministerská ubytovna, k zahradě učenců, do obchodní čtvrti, do nekropole. Do nekropole jsem jako, ale jo, jdeme do nekropole. Tam pak, ty vole, tady bude zase miliarda možností.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there.
Já tam business mám?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard.
Aha, takže já si
So
budu
many
muset...
have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there.
OK, takže já
We
budu
just warn
muset...
people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them.
Já tam stejně budu muset jít, ty vole, nebo respektive budu muset zatím.
You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else.
Moment, ne, já si jdu pokecat s tím, s ministrem.
Stay away from the necropolis. It's dangerous.
Kruci. Ježiš, tak já tam můžu, ty vole. To je super, ty vole. Tak já tam můžu, ale. Tak, moment. Já se zkusím. On mi řekne, vyhni se nekropoli. Počkat, ale tady. Ale no to je jedno. Tak, tady mám nějakýho ne ministerstvo, ale jenom ministerskou ubytovnu. Ale já se tam podívám, vole, jdem se tam podívat, kámo. Když už jsem tady, prostě tam vlítnu. Ale prostě se ho ptát nebudu. Počkat, co to je za toho? Prostě se ho ptát nebudu, i když možná jsem se... Kruci.
Kill.
Kruci. Tak, hotovo. Co tady děláš? Tak já jsem... No ještě, že jsem sem přišel, ty vole.
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon.
Aha,
Those poor
tak ty
lost
úplně...
souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man
Počkej,
like
ty
me
seš taky
can't
nějaký
compare
divnej,
with
ty vole.
someone like you. But you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having.
Co seš zač,
My
vole?
name is Shen. I'm the first grave digger here.
Hrobník.
It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid
Ty seš
to
hodně divnej,
rest.
kámo. Ty seš hodně divnej.
I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems.
No, jaký problémy mě zajímá,
No
ty
one seems to
vole?
want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford
Okay.
it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit.
Okay.
Well, there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed
tako,
now,
můžu to
can we?
Můžu to zkusit. Asi takhle ti to řeknu.
So, what do you say?
Neřeknu, udělám to.
Great.
Tak jo, no. Já jsem
Now
myslel, že...
those ghosts will know who's boss around here.
Já jsem myslel, že...
They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way.
Okay.
There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant
Moment.
Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not
Ty vole.
that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore.
Tak jo, tak hele, mi řekni...
What about them?
Tak, Chan Byron, OK.
Ah, Miss Chan. A tragedy, really, and one that happens all too often. It's always the pretty ones who go. She died in childbirth, and the baby died with her. Her family put her in the family plot along with her son. She came up again recently, looking for revenge on me.
Tak počkat, tak to... Hele, já stejně
She
vzkažím...
seems to think that I killed her baby, or took it, or something. Maybe she saw me take away the body, but she won't believe me. Every time I go near, she tries to kill me.
Dobrá, takže tady ta...
That's valuable retail space over there. Her baby? Not much. It's in one of the plots there, I'm sure. You can find it if you look. It was a long time ago. I don't even remember what its name was.
Dobrá.
But it was short, I know that. Definitely less than 3 words. But...
Dobrý, pohodě.
Sorry, that's really all I remember.
Pohodě.
Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Takže... Jo...
Ah, that one. He's mad, I tell you. Mad with fear, though, of what I have no idea. You'd think he'd be grateful, considering what's gone on here. He was murdered in an alleyway. Happens a lot in the poorer districts. They eventually caught his murderers and they were beheaded. I know. I put them in the ground myself, dead as can
Dobrý,
be.
takže... První...
Think he'd be grateful with them dead and gone, but up he comes the very next day, screaming his head off. He's driving the customers away. Well, see if you can't do something about him quick. I'm too spooked to go in that area anymore. I need those plots to honor some ancestors.
Ty seš fakt jako...
Anything else you want to know about the
Jo,
ghosts?
ještě toho posledního.
He was buried by his wife a short while ago. I don't know what killed him. The family wouldn't talk about it. But his face was bloated like you wouldn't believe. His wife's still around, though. She won't visit since he came up. Every time she gets near, he starts screaming incoherently, and he's out of it for days. Nothing near him is safe.
OK, takže tady o tom nevíš nic.
His wife, she's still around in town, I think. She lives down in the market district near the entrance to the Black
Možná by se s ním mohl
Leopards.
pokecat.
Why would you want to see her, though? She's already buried him. Digging through the ashes,
OK,
is
ale
that it?
zkusíme se tady
Good luck.
porozhlídnout.
She's still hung up on him.
Zkusíme se teda...
Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Nope.
Oh, well, if you do find one, put it back in the ground. That's when you'll
Tak,
get your
a já
money.
zkusím, nebo takhle, nevím jestli jako to bude...
Is there anything else?
Ne, už ne.
Right then. If you need to find me, I'll be at my house a little farther down this path.
Fajn. Tak. Nevím, jestli si s tímhle... Počkat, tady je teda jenom ten, jo?
Help!
Here.
One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by.
Wow.
It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn thing.
To jsi nemohl? Počkat, ty tady máš... Jo, nemáš. Tak nic. Hej! Do prčic. Kurva. No tak, neuhýbej! Jo, počkat, co je tohleto? Ježiš! Prdele. Bohužel jsem rozbil ten šutrák, kámo.
It's dead then? Heh, good. I knew that old bag would try to come back for me someday, but she wouldn't have guessed I'd have someone like you on my side.
Ty jsi znal?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Never once in her life did she say a kind word to me, and now she tried to keep at me even in death. You got what you deserved! Do you hear me? You deserved it!
To je pako.
But any good job deserves a reward, of
No,
course.
možná, že jo, kámo.
Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave, too. Since she's gone, I guess she won't be keeping me from
Ty jsi
them
fakt jako tady hodně dlouho asi, co, kámo? Ty tady musíš být hodně dlouho, kámo.
It's not a robbery. We're family. I'm just taking it back. Besides, she doesn't need it anymore, and I do.
Jo.
Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. Can't get a good day's work done with them still around.
Vydrž, já budu potřebovat... Počkat, já nevím, jestli... Truchlivá duše. No nic, ale jdeme... Takže tady asi nic víc nebude. Jo, tady nic víc nebude, takže musíme tamhle. Já doufám, že se s těma duchama budu moc promluvit a nějakým způsobem vyřešit ten problém, stejně jako jsem to vyřešil s těma dětma. Tak, co pak máme tady? Dopr... Uhni! Dobrý. Tak, tady si přečtu. Povaha ducha, svazek 3, když jsem pátral po blablabla, kteří... ve své mysli jsem začal slyšet šeptání z temnoty, výkřiky, bědování těch, kteří se zde tak dávno ztratili své životy. Počkat. Tady odsud jsem přišel. Takže jdeme jednou cestičkou. Tak. Před tebou leží zhluk hrobů. Dlouhý život rodí velkou radost. Zemřel mladý. Haló?
Vengeance will be mine!
Co?
That cheating, lying sow! Sullying the Wren name and dragging it in the dirt like this! Putting me in the dirt!
Co se stalo?
Ren Fang, if I ever get my claws on you, I'll leave you a stinking, bloated corpse!
Moment, kámo. Aha.
You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots who only want to rob my grave. I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my wife, who after so much talk of faithfulness and love, decided she would be better off without me. She killed me! Poisoned me in my own house. When I find her...
Tak já se s ní pokecám. Počkat, ty vole. Měl by ses naučit.
How can I let the past go when my very reason for existing in this world still is her? She was everything to me in life, and is so in death as well.
Tak já si s ní zkusím promluvit, no.
Find her. Bring her to me. Let me kill her and draw the last agonizing breaths from her body. And you will have my eternal gratitude.
Počkat, takže, takže tady toho...
Most likely, she's still at our old home.
Obchodní čtvrtý,
It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School.
Zkusíme, respektive takhle. Pokecám si i s ní, protože je důležitý mít jedna, druhá, třetí a jedna, druhá. Super. Do prčic, já nemám... Co to je tady? Hrobka Již. Víte co? Já jdu nejdřív pro tu holku. Nebo nejdřív... Do prd... Tyvo, to není možný. Kolikrát se tam zjevíš, ty pošuku? Nepadni, do prčic. Dobrý, já si jdu pokecat s touhletou, ať to máme z krku. Mimochodem, tady ta stráž bych řekl, že je úplně na hovno. Vzhledem k tomu, že tam jako nemá někoho pouštět. Počkat. Mapa. Jo, já musím do obchodní čtvrti. Aha. Do prčic. Co seš si? Měšťanka. Dobrý, tak půjdeme do obchodní čtvrti, blízko vchodu nebo blízko cesty do té školy. Tak. Jdem se teda podívat. Kde pak to je? Ale... Jo, takže někde tady. No, nevím. Počkat, tohle jsem četl, že jo? Jo, asi jo. Tak. Ty seš... Kdo seš, co seš ty? Nic. Tady je kovárna. Tady je cesta do té školy, takže musí být někde tady. Nejseš to Lina?
Talk to Junda if you'd like to buy some buns.
Aha. Ty vole. Měšťan. Ren, tady je.
Yes. Is there something I can do for you?
Jo, pojď sem.
Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know my name?
Ne.
Have we met?
Ne, ale...
It should never have happened. I was preparing dinner for him, as I normally did, but it burned, so I went and bought some food already prepared. It was the salmon. I knew it smelled odd when I bought it, but the price was right, and I needed it in a hurry, and I'm so ashamed. Yes, it is. No matter what you say, I will live the rest of my life with this guilt. But what pains me more is that his spirit cannot rest.
Moment. Ty
I
vole.
have tried to visit his grave, but his madness knows no bounds. He seeks to drive me away at all costs. I think he might even try to kill me.
Do prčic. Jak to mám dělat, ty vole?
He never listens to me. He doesn't give me a chance, but maybe if you were there with me, could you be there with me? If you believe me, he might listen.
Tak to zkusíme, no.
Yes, if we went together, he might listen. Can we go now then, to see him?
Jep, tak jdeme. Tak jo, tak se tam dostanu takhle. Super, tím líp, kámo. Tím líp, že jsem tam stejně chtěl jít.
You? You're back to gloat over this victory of yours, Harpy? Causing my torment and death, is that satisfying to you?
Počkat.
How can you be so certain? How can you believe her after you know what she's done to me?
Because he believes me. He has seen me at our home mourning for you still. Not a day has gone by where I didn't cry over your death. It almost makes me wish you'd have your wish, just so I could be with you again.
Ty vole.
Then you really do care. Then all this time, my cursing, it was wrong.
Počkat, ty vole.
You killed me, but I see now in those eyes I fell in love with that you didn't mean to and that it pains you greatly. I forgive you, Thing.
teď nevím.
Thank you for what you have done, for both of us. In time, I hope I can repay you your kindness.
Ty vole, počkej. Hej, poč. Je dokonal, že stvoření někdy kráčelo po povrchu zemském. Chongze si v životě přál příliš mnoho. Císařovu spravedlnost. Co to? Počkat, to znamená, tenhle je teda... Hele, já jsem s ní nemluvil a v podstatě masový hrob, tyto dveře nemohou být nyní otevřeny. OK. Takže se jdem podívat dál. Kruci, kde je tohleto?
You, what do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me suffer here unavenged? No one cries for merchant buy.
Moment.
You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life, and this continued torment I have to endure in death?
Slyšel jsem...
You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help.
No.
I was a merchant in life. Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seat Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me. When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for weeks after that, but they were finally run down. That might have been where it ended, just as done, but it wasn't.
Co se stalo? Jak to, že to...
They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. They drive me mad.
OK, tak jdem sejmout kámo.
Yes, yes. If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place.
A bude to jenom to?
They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south.
No tam jsem se...
I'm sure you can find them.
OK, tam jich bude hodně.
Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
OK, super. Takže já potřebuji zpátky zatím a ty seš...
Please, bring me my baby, please. Where is he? Where has Shen taken him?
Do prčic.
Yes. If you know me, then you must know the pain I feel. My baby! That monster Shen has taken him from me.
Počkej.
He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me, ripped him from my arms and carried him away. Please find my baby. Bring him back to me. Let me know how he's doing.
OK.
Please. You have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is. That abominable little man took him.
Počkej, já ji nemůžu...
Kill him. Torture him. Whatever you need. Just find my baby. Find that hideous little man and bring the truth out of him however you can.
Já za ním stejně musím kvůli tomu. Kvůli... Masový hrobka... Tak tam jsem ještě nešel, tak počkat, tak to zkusíme tady oběhnout, jestli se teda dostanu dostanu... Tam bych šel zpátky, ne? Nejspíš. A tady je co?
I suppose an emperor deserves a tomb like this if anyone does, but I'd prefer a simple memorial.
Nic tady není. Super. Takže jdeme zpátky. Protože za prvý potřebuju klíč od masového hrobu a za druhý potřebuju informaci.
Well, this is certainly foreboding. You really have to work to get this level of men.
Počkat, povaha ducha, blablabla. Věz toto. Pro ducha jakékoliv nemá život člověka cenu. Jsme nástroje a hračky, které jim slouží jen pro zábavu. Počkat, tak zatím jsem nepůjdu. Počkat, co to je? Nedokončený most, pagoda. Hele, do té pagody zatím nejdu. Já jdu teda zpátky. Zkusíme si promluvit s hrobníkem. Ty vole, a pak do té pagody. Takže tady budu... takže jsem... Nedokončený most. No nic, pokecáme si s ním. Ale říkám, nevím jestli jsem udělal dobře s tím... Počkat, co je zase tady to? Do prčic hrobka zapomenutého učence. Kurva, fix! Ty vole, tady jsou 3! Počkej, kámo, už ti jdu na pomoc. Dobrý. Tak. Ty vole, kolik jich, co tady bude ještě, ty vole, všechno. Jo, dobrý. Tak. Ty seš... Ne, počkat, sem teda ještě zatím nepůjdu. Jo, počkat, tady je ještě nějaká cesta. Velká brána. Ty vole, tady je věcí. Respektive tady je cest. A vůbec nevím kam, jak, co, proč a kde. Tady odsud, tak počkat, tady před... Dobrý, věc zaťáčku, jak je dobrý. Tak, paráda. Ne, sekej do mě, ty blázne. Sem, tudy. Ne, blbě. Ty vole, pokaždý, když tam stoupnu, ty vole. Nebo pokaždý, když tam vlezu. Tak prostě se tam objeví, vole. Nemohlo by to, ty vole, nějak jako se řešit, nebo vyřešit tady to místo? Tak, první věc, potřebuji klíče od masového hrobu. A druhá věc, potřebuju vědět, co se stalo.
The grave digging business sure is a killer.
Vole, to je píčovina.
What do you need?
No nic.
What about them? Good riddance. Hells, it was probably his old lady that offed him in the first place, and for good reason too, I bet. It's all just business to me, you understand?
Ty vole.
Here's the reward I promised you. Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay good money for you to put them back down again. So get out there and get some ghosts.
Počkej, ale já potřebuju...
Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Moment.
Oh, is there... Well...
Cože? Tak počkat, tak já můžu do toho masového hrobu. Co to za blbost, ty vole, teď mě... Jo, zvýšená ta nová úroveň, takže dáme to takhle. Tyva, tady to asi ne. Tohle zatím, nebo takhle. Počkat. Zrušit. Ne, zrušit. Hotovo. OK. Tady máme teda všechno. Dobrý. Tohle bych mohl. Tak. 6. Kruci. OK, tak ale budem řešit tohleto. A na ostatní zatím teda teďko v tuhle chvíli kašlu. Tak. Takže tady hrobka, masový hrob. Takže zkusíme teda, jestli ho můžu otevřít. Jenže tady zase přiběhne tenhle ten pošuk, vole. Prdele. OK, hotovo. Tak, tady... Ne, to není masový hrob, to je hrobka toho džinu. A já jsem to posral. Ne, kde je ten? To bude ono? To prdele. Kurva. Tak, teď je to do hajzlu. Tak, počkat. Jsem tady správně? Ne, nejsem tady správně. Takže musím ještě sem. A musím sem. Že tady zase přijde nějaký pošuk, ty vole. Já to říkám. Tak, OK. Super. Ty vole, dám dvakrát šipku do zádu, respektive esko. OK. Hej, kreténi!
Ah, look who has come to see us. A mortal then? Shall we feast, brother?
No, tak to je jasný, vole.
Yes, I want to hear his screams as I tear the skin from his
Ty
bones.
píču si vyjebaný, jak to, že nemáš tu hlavu dole? Ty kreténe. Tak, jdi do hajzlu. A už jdi do prdele. Tak, super. Myslím si, že jsou mrtví. Do prčic. Co jsem? Drahokam šarmu. Tam jako nevím, jestli... Další, ty vole, děláš si prdel. Proč by tady šestý smysl? Tady bude další past. Jasně, vole. A co tam bude? Drahokam mysli. Dobrý, nic jiného teda... Počkat. Ne, to není truhlička. Takže tady byly jenom tyhle ty dva pošuci, jo? Tak, kámo, myslím si, že jsem to vyřešil, vole.
Have you managed to defeat them at last?
Asi jo?
Thank you, thank you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my spirit. Here, let me show you this.
No, to jsem zvědavej, ty vole.
Something Shen hasn't found yet. I hope you use it well, and thank you.
Dobrý, tak, co teda? Kraví bezoár, cože? Ale já potřebuji najít ještě to. Kruci. Jo, to je jenom tady cestička, dobrý. Tak, ale co pak máme tady? Holy moly. Počkat. Hůl démonů. Ty brďo, tak počkat, moment. Tady. Hůl démonů. Ale nechci změnit, já potřebuji inventář, nebo schopnosti, techniky, statistiky. Šarm 48, mysl, tělo, mysl. Duch, mysl, duch, tělo. Počkat, techniky. Zpátky, statistiky, zpátky. Tak počkat, kde najdu? Nová úroveň. Jo, to mám 3, tak to nic. Moment, tady mám teda ty, zkusíme toho Zua, nebo někoho dalšího si vzít jinýho. Ne, počkat, tady drahoka, mysl, intuice, šarm, intuice, zastrašování, nechci. Tak, počkat, tady to ne. Mapu. Tak, ale kde mám? Nevadí. No, uvidíme. Tak, a co mám? Povaha ducha, blablabla, obyvatel Lubin ke mně promluvil. Aha. Tak, a co je tady? Nedokončená hrobka. No nic, já to jdu teda asi zkoumat, prozkoumám tady všechno. Zvláštní. Tak, proč tady jsou dvě stejný, ty vole? Proč tady není... tak asi nic, no. Tak. Jak to, že... Jo, počkat, na ty pasti, ne? Nejspíš se to aktivovalo. Tak, nedokončená hrobka, tam teda jako mi to asi nic moc nepřidá. Tak. Takže teďkonc najít ale toho. Najít toho prcka malýho. Takhle, mapu. Tak, kam jdeme? Nedokončený most. Tak ještě do té, zkusíme tu pagodu, vole, vzít, nebo prohledat. Tak, já zkusím teda co nejdřív. Nebo co nejvíc takhle, co nejvíc toho prohledat. Počkat, to je ten nedokončený most, vole. Tak, ta pagoda je někde tady. Počkat, není? Nebyl náhodou v tom? Mezi těma ale to je blbost, jak ho tam najdu, když nemám 3 slova, vole. Teda, když... Co to je? Zapuštěný poklop. Velká hrobka je označena pouze jednoduchým vytesaným výklenkem. Prach kolem poklopu vypadá narušeně, ale nevidí žádný způsob, jak teď hrobku otevřít. Aha. Takže tady nic. Tyba ta nekropoli. Aha. No nic, takže tyba ta nekropole taky bude na dlouho, ty vole. No tak. Takže kam bych ještě mohl jít? Tady to jsem... Počkat, takže pagoda, nic. Nedokončený most, nedokončená hrobka, masový hrob, tam jsem byl. Hrobka zapomenutého učence. A takže hrobka zapomenutého učence půjdu. Budu se podívat, kdo tam byl zapomenut. A budu muset najít tady toho... To malé dítě, ale ty vole, jak to, že mi tam ten neřekne vůbec nic, ty vole. Když mě poslala za ním. Počkat. Jo, tady to je. Skvělý, tady se zase objeví ty pošuci, jasně, že jo. Hej kámo, pojď už bojovat. Kurva. Jedna a druhá. No tak. Jedna, druhá, vypadni. Tak, díky. Tak, tady pár zkušeností, jdem se podívat semhle.
No, we can't allow that to happen. It would be too much to bear.
Co se stalo?
But this poor wretch isn't much good either. No, not at all. But what else is there? What else is there?
Počkej, ty nejseš duch.
Work, damn you, work! Huh? What do you want? You can't have me, corpse. Not yet.
Já nejsem mrtvola, kámo. A ještě nejsem mrtvý.
You're not dead.
Ty taky ne.
I'm sorry, I just panicked. I thought you were some spirit here for revenge.
Proč pomstít za co?
Ah, well, my work, you see, while very important, may upset some of those spirits not fully.
Nebudeš ty náhodou nějaký doktor, vole?
I am conducting my research. I am a doctor by trade, studying the internals of the body and the energies that drive it. But lately, I have come on hard times. My daughter, Wen Siwei, has fallen ill, and nothing in my previous training could help me with what ails her. Her liver has been rotted from within, corrupted by some energy I have never encountered before.
No, tady hledáš.
I could not stand the possibility of her loss, so I took matters into my own hands. I researched the workings of the body and the spirit, as well as the lore of the creatures that live beyond death. I believe I have found a way to save my daughter, but I have not been successful in my efforts.
No počkej, ale teď...
I have found a way to strengthen, no, to replace the corrupt flesh of one living creature with that of another.
No, transplantace.
Through the energies of the earth and by the divine will of heaven, her body can be made to accept the organ as if it were a part of her. She can be given a new life.
Okay, ale...
But these cursed, wretched corpses do nothing for me. They are too old, too dead. Their organs are rotted beyond repair, even ones recently buried.
To znamená...
I need something else, something more. Either one that is perfectly preserved or one that is fresh.
Zachovalý nebo čerstvý.
Her time is drawing near. If I cannot get a new organ for her soon, I fear it may be too late.
Tak počkej.
I need a liver that has been perfectly preserved. Even a short time after death, the flesh begins to decay. Only a few rare bodies are truly well preserved. I have tried all the organs I could find, but none work. A nobleman here, Jizin, had his body preserved well enough and buried in this graveyard, but his corpse has moved.
Podívám se.
Thank you. Whatever I can give you in reward, I will. Please hurry.
Jo, tak tam jsem se stejně chtěl jít podívat.
The nobleman was buried in one of the larger tower tombs closer to the entrance. I tried to enter, but
jo, byly tam stráže.
His corpse had risen, covered in the protective wrappings he was buried in. I would not have survived.
Zkusím to.
Please, get the liver from him quickly.
Zkusíme to. Tak, moment. Tady si ještě přečtu povaha ducha. Blablabla. Tak. Co? No nic. Ale musíme to vzít úplně všechno. Tak. A poslední, no tady zase vylezou šupáci. Tak a teď konc, kde pak ho máme? Takže tady. Nepůjdete tam? Super. Super. Tak a jdem se podívat tady. Počkat, to není... Tady jsem nebyl. Hej, kreténi! Počkej, kámo. Hele, já nejsem s nima.
They tried to take from me, and they died. I feasted on their souls. Such is the evil I was in life, and am again.
Počkej, kámo, vydrž.
The underworld has no place for me.
Ticho, vydrž.
Jizin lives. I am evil incarnate, a man so vicious and vile that the spirits deemed me unfit to pass into death, and cursed me into this wretched form. Jizin lives.
Můžu ti pomoct, kámo, nebo tě mám rozkopat?
Now I feed on the flesh and souls of the living in payment for my vanity. My perfect body is a testament to my crimes.
To bych si měl vzít.
My very touch spreads my corruption.
To bych si měl vzít.
A chance to repent. Can it be that after all this time, after years of living death, I am given this one chance to make something right? What is this chance you speak of, mortal? What is this false hope you dangle before me?
Ale.
A girl. After so long, a girl. But I'm a vile and corrupt being, forever damned by the life I led, set here in this wretched form to walk forever.
Počkej, kámo, počkej.
Redemption, for one such as me? I think not. My life was spent in greed and vanity and corruption. Even in death, I sought to preserve my perfect form. For one whose madness and evil progress even into death? No, there is no hope for me. None at all. And you stand mocking me for it.
Počkat, tvá oběť by mohla tohle všechno změnit. Nebo pokud zachráníš její život. To prčic.
Ah, the temptation, yes. So much logic, so much philosophy. But who knows what the heavens will truly decide in the end.
Tak ale už se...
But for the chance, and it is a girl, so young, I can taste her pain and suffering lingering about you.
Tak.
So like my own. The blood is thick in my veins, a solid mass where fluid used to flow, now dried and brittle. But the heart still stirs, and it can be moved, though tears no longer flow. My life has been wasted on my own sins, and in death, I have nothing except them. This young thing, this girl, she still deserves life.
Yep.
If my end means this girl lives, then may the heavens look kindly upon me, even though I know they won't. If damnation is my fate, then let it be worth something in the end.
Super.
Take what you need, mortal.
To mám jako sejmout, nebo? Ne, dobrý. Tak. Tady asi nic už brát nebudu, radši. No, tady stejně nic není k tomu, takže jdeme zpátky. Je to tudy, ne? Ne, je to tudy. Tak a rychle za ním. Yep. Tak, OK. Ne, dobrý. Tak, jsem tady, kámo.
It can't be done. It can. Why not? It's a perfectly reasonable assumption. There's no reason why it shouldn't. No! It has to work! It has to! Have you managed to find some way to help me?
Jo, mám nový orgán celý.
You do? Thank you. Yes. It looks like it's been preserved well enough. I am amazed that you managed to get this intact. Now I must begin quickly. Her life energy is fading fast.
No, tak dobrá. Jo, počkat. Ona tady leží, ty si ji vzal sebou.
It looks like the operation has worked. She should be safe now. Her breathing has slowed and her heart rate is returning to normal levels. It will be some time before she can stand on her own again. But I'm certain she will make it. Not here, though. Not in this place of death. Thank you, stranger, for what you have done for me. As I promised, I will give you all that I have left. Everything else was spent in pursuit of this dream. I must take her to a place where she can heal. You have my eternal gratitude for what you have done.
Počkej, kámo.
Thank you for what you have done. I have been redeemed in my own eyes and in the eyes of heaven. Peace indeed can come to any soul.
Dobrá. Takže jsem dělal tohleto, to jsem četl. Tak, a co teď ale? Teď musím najít... Moment. Takže za prvý bych mohl jít tady, za hrobníkem zase. Masový hrob, hrobka zapomenutého učence, pagoda. Ty vole, kde ho mám najít, ty vole?
Please, have you found my baby?
Počkat. Jo, aha. Počkat, když to ale řeknu.
Please find my baby and...
Tak, počkat, já jdu ještě zatím. Počkat, co je tady to? Já jsem na hrob rodiny Chan. 4 hroby. První hrob. Chanhan, milující matka, oddaná svým 3 dětem. Chanli, chlapec pojmenovaný na počest proslulého stratega. Chanding Sheng, otec zakladatel zářivého slunce. A Chantuo, pojmenovaný na počest svého strýce. Tak počkat, co když teda zkusím... Moment. Počkat, já to zkusím uložit tady. I když...
No! I can't... I refuse to believe it. My darling, precious little boy. He can't be dead, not now. Not like this. He must be out there. I must see him with my own eyes.
No, jak ti to... Počkat.
I can't believe anything you say. Words lie. People lie. I must see him with my own eyes. If he were dead, he would be here in my family plot with my other relatives.
Takže já stejně muset za ním.
If your lies are true, then Shen, that murdering monster, would have buried him here. All my family is here. But I don't know these names.
Počkat,
I don't know my baby's name.
Proč tam je?
My family would have named him after I passed beyond. Shen must know, or there must be some way to find him. I remember so little since I...
Takže on se ještě s tím... Stejně s tím Shenem. Počkat.
He was my darling child. My only son. I had planned to name him...
Moment. 3 slova.
I don't remember what it was.
3 slova.
So much of the past is unclear to me now. I remember there was an aunt, an uncle, or was it his father?
Tak počkat, ale ty
I
vole...
don't remember it any clearer than that.
Já nevím, jestli když to udělám blbě.
Every time I try to grasp it, it slips away.
Když to udělám blbě, myslím, že vím, který hrob. Dobrá, tak počkat. Takže, ale jdi do háje. Takže tam řekl, já nevím, on mi asi nic víc neřekne. První hrob, Chanding Sheng, otec, zakladatel, ale nevím, proč jako tam je otec, že? Protože první je milující matka oddaná svým 3 dětem. Tady mám teda otce. Chanli na počest proslulého stratega a pojmenován na počest svého strýce. Takže možná ten 4., ale on řekl 3 slova. Vole. Takže... Zkusíme to projít tudy, vole, já si zajdu, nebo respektive zaběhnu ještě za... Dale, kreténi, vyjebaný, už mi dnes srte. Tak, to vypadni. Tak. Takže počkat, tady... Kajsusin. Počkat, moment, ne, i když... Moment. Ale ještě jedno, co zkusím. Proklet navždy ke smrti. Bezejmenný. No to je jedno, tady možná budou víc těch. Tady se zase objeví nějaký pošuk, vole. Neobjeví. A já jdu blbě, vole. Jasně, že jdu blbě. Já musím tamhle a teď se tady objeví. Jasně, vole. Víš co? Vypadni. Tak, tudy. Je to ono? Je to ta cesta? Není to ta cesta, tohle je ta cesta. Tak. Ještě teda jednou si s ním promluvím, respektive řeknu mu, že ten jeden je vyřešený. Tak.
The grave digging business sure is. What do you? What?
Tak, obchodník.
Well, that makes things easier on me for sure. Now I can start selling those old plots again. Next time I'll just throw the bones in the river and be done with it.
To bych nedělal, bejt tebou, kámo.
Here's the reward I promised you.
Tak, moment.
Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay good money for you to put them back down again. So get out there and get some ghosts. Venerated ancestors.
Moment.
Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Já teda zkusím, jestli tragédie vždycky umřou. Umřela při porodu. Rodina, počkat, vrazila na rodinný pozemek i se synátorem. No, takže rodina ji vrazila, že jsem já, možná... Tak. Řekni mi o jejím dítěti. V jednom z těch hrobů. Bylo to už před nějakou dobou, ale bylo to krátký. Tím jsem si jistý. Rozhodně míň jak 3 slova. Jo, takhle, míň jak 3 slova. Míň jak 3 slova, tak moment. Takže první to nebude. To je tam ta, že jo? Počkat. No, tak já to ještě dojedu. Takže nahoru. Tady. Tak. Tudy. Tady zase budu muset sejmout jednoho. Počkat, ale teďkon s tím hned tím. Ne, druhým. Takže naproti. Takže tamhle. Tak ale kurva. Dej mi ho. Dobrý. Tak, paráda. A jdeme správně. Jap. Ne, nejdeme správně. Nebo jdeme správně? Asi jo. Teď jdu správně. Jo, hele, zkusíme to. Do prdele, jak to, že tady zase... Aha, tak já musím... Dobrý, tak teď tady nepřiběhli, super. Tak, počkat, takže, moment, míň jak 3 slova. Chanli, chlapec na počest proslulého stratega, já bych řekl, že Chantuo. Na počest svého strýce. Tak jo, zkusíme to. Zkusíme to, ten 4. Tvé dítě je mrtvé. Tak, asi takhle.
Are you sure? I know I wouldn't be able to stand it if I was separated from him again. Please don't let this madness consume me. Are you sure it is the right grave?
No, jako jistý si nejsem, ale... No teď...
I cannot read.
4. Chantuo.
Which one is he?
No a teď Chanhan, to ne, Chantuo. Je to tak, ne?
This is him. My poor darling. Chantu. He is truly dead after all. I could not bring myself to believe it. Dead before his time. He rests here near my own body. My darling, darling boy.
OK.
I come to you now.
Já si myslím, že tady už... Dobrá. Tak, paráda. Takže teď jediný, co tak projdem, nebo dojdem si pro odměnu. Doufám, že mi tady někdo neruší, tady ne, super. Tak. Tady si myslím, že už asi nic nebude. A teď musím tady, že jo? Ty vole, ještě minutku, 2, 3 možná. A jdi do háje, vole, blbečku. Tak, tudy, je to správně, že jo? Jap. Tak a uvidíme, jestli teda je to všechno. A hlavně, jestli mi ještě něco neřekne.
The grave digging.
Tak.
What?
Tak.
What? Well, that's a relief. Can't have her going off and trying to rip out my eyes or something every time I go around there. I need those eyes.
Ale všechno je hotový.
Here's the reward I promised you. You know, you've done a lot of good here in the necropolis. You've managed to clear out pretty much all of the really troublesome spirits here.
Jak skoro?
One spirit didn't stay here at all, though. Took up his body and left. Moved in with his son, I heard, and the son isn't pleased. He even asked me for a refund. Now that was an expensive burial. I can't give refunds like that. It's bad for business, too, having my customers getting up and walking away. That's where you come in. I need you to go to the tanners in the city core and put his father back in his grave once and for all. It's Tanner Fong.
Okay, takže tím to neskončilo.
There'll be an extra big reward for that one.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need right now?
Bydlí ještě mi řekni, ty vole.
Well, you know where to find me.
Tak nic, no. Tak jdeme pryč, nebo pryč. No, ještě to teda hotový není, ale jdeme pryč odsud. Uložím to a pro dnešek končíme, nebo pro tuhle epizodu končíme. Do nekropole, do prčic. No takhle do pytle. Tak jsem myslel, že už tam nebudu muset. Vlastně tam musím. Tak jo. Tak teď už to snad bude v cajku. Tak a budu muset koželuha najít. Takže uložit. Jasný, ulož to. Jop. Tak jo, jak jsem řekl, to je všechno. Díky moc. Mějte se a u příští epizody Servus. A nezapomeň, jsi můj nejlepší fanoušek.